serve like we used to want to serve. We don't seek the face and heart of God like we used to seek the heart of God. We don't get in the Word like we used to get in the Word. Why? Because we done got what? Cold. I'm trying to learn how to let y'all out here early. You know what I mean? Because they got this thing about it, Christ, where they said folks don't like to stay in church long. Now watch this. Watch this here. Watch this here. In verses 18, he says, okay, I got that part. He says he warmed himself, and Peter stood with him, and he warmed himself. Now, I'm going down here to verse 25. I'm jumping off on 25. Verse 25, John 18, verse 25. Are you there? Sir. Now Simon Peter stood and warmed himself. Watch this. Therefore they said to him, you are not also one of his disciples. Am I right? Yeah. One of his disciples? Are you? He denied it and said, I am not. One of the servants of the high priest, a relative of him whom Peter's ear cut off, said, did I not see you in the garden with him? And Peter then denied again. And immediately the rooster crowed. Now, this is where I'm going. When Jesus gets to Pilate's court, this is not the gospel, what I mean by this, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John. This is scenario, it's the same thing, but it gives you different pictures. Okay? It says, then they led Jesus from Caiaphas to the praetorium, and it was early morning, but they themselves did not go into the praetorium, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover. Pilate then went out to them and said, what accusation do you bring against this man? Talking about Jesus. They answered and said to him, if we are not an evildoer, we would not have delivered him up to you. Let's look at what they're saying. They're saying, if we weren't evil, we would deliver him to you. As if Jesus was evil. Then Pilate said to them, you take him and judge him according to your laws. Therefore the Jews said to him, it is not lawful for us to put anyone to death, that the saying of Jesus might be fulfilled, which he spoke, signifying by what death he would die. Then Pilate entered the praetorium, again called Jesus, and said to him, are you the king of the Jews? Now you need to stay with me because I'm getting ready to close out and show you what I'm getting ready to do. Verse 34, Jesus answered him, are you speaking for yourself about this, or did others tell you this concerning you? Pilate answered, am I a Jew? Your own nation and the chief priests have delivered you to me. What have you done? Now, what Pilate's trying to do is get out of this thing. He's trying to get out of this thing. Now, I don't elaborate on this whole part because I'm going to do my main things on this thing. Are you what I'm saying to you? Now, Jesus says something there, verses 36. Now, listen what Jesus answered to everything that Pilate had just spoken to him. Jesus answered this. He said, my kingdom is not of this world. He says, if my kingdom were of this world, my servants would fight so that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now my kingdom is not from here. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Now, this is what I want to say in conclusion.
that even when Jesus told Peter, you gonna deny me 3 times. Even when he told him that you're going to deny me, what Peter did not know and understand about his relationship with him and God is that the kingdom in which Peter has been initiated into, the kingdom that you have been engrafted into through your personal relationship with Jesus, it makes you not of this. That's why you have so many situations and problems of wanting to go and warm yourselves with the world, because you realize that when you have made a mistake, or when you are going through something, or when you are suffering, or whatever the situation is, you have forgotten that you are still not of this world. And the enemy's trick make you feel that when you done fell off, or it's something that then came against you that you don't understand, but yet you want everybody to understand, is that the first thing that the devil wants you to feel and try to make you believe that you are of this world. Now, that's why Peter had and Jesus told him what you're going to do, but guess what? When Peter got there, he didn't know that he was not of this world. How do I know that? Because if you look at chapter 21, 20 or 21, Peter goes back after this incident. Listen to me. After this situation, and they take Jesus, guess where he goes? Back to his old fishing boat. Yeah, back to that old fishing. Where is it at, John? 20, y'all want to tell me? Help somebody. Let me get it. Because y'all looking at me like y'all don't understand nothing I'm saying. I don't know why y'all got that look on y'all face. I don't know. Look in John chapter 20. Look in John chapter 21. Look at John 21. Chapter 21. You got to say amen. What happens here in John chapter 21, I like the way the topics of my breakfast by the sea. Jesus restores Peter. All right, did y'all hear what I said? Jesus restores Peter in verse 15. So when they had eaten breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than these? And he said to him, yes, Lord. You know, and y'all know that story. He went on about 3 times. But what I'm really trying to show you is that, watch this, I'm going to tell you, is that sometimes when you have made some wrong decisions, you've done some wrong things, and you find yourself trying to get warm with the world. Are you hearing me? That you are not of the truth. Because as soon as Jesus, George, I said Jesus because I was trying to say George too. And Jesus. Now I'm becoming like this. I'm trying to say George. say, I would rather you be out of control. Because if you're trying to straddle the fence, I know y'all keep going back over there trying to be warm, right?
Come on, help us. Help us.
Because this show wide open here.
Yeah, this is the word.
Jesus went back to that. Told him. Going back to preaching again. Going back to the streets. Keep going back out hanging with the wrong people. This ain't gonna work for you. I didn't call you to this. Because my kingdom is not of this world. You gotta know that. Even when you're going through, even when you done messed up, even when you done made a wrong decision, I know that my even if I got to suffer some pain, I still gotta know my kingdom is not of this world. And you know what I'm realizing, George? That the greatest times for me to step out on the water.
Amen.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
See, you trying to wait for everything to get all